Hey everybody, it's Quacy Smith, your candidate for Congress in Arizona's 9th Congressional District. Just wanted to stop, first of all, to say thank you all, literally all across the state and particularly in CD9, all four counties, all of the legislative districts. Thank you for your support up to this point in the campaign. We have made substantial progress, and today is one of those days that you'll need to mark. We are actually getting ready to go down, some of the team and I, to the Secretary of State's office. Turn in your signatures. Those of you that signed electronically, they're already there. We have a handful of petitions that have been signed by folks from all over our legislative district saying they want to see my name on the ballot against Paul Gosar in this November election. And so we're excited about it. We're getting ready to hop in the car, drive down to the Secretary of State's office, get them to verify these signatures and make sure that none of them are challenged and deal with all of that stuff. And then we'll walk out of there with a receipt saying that my name will be on the ballot this November against Paul Gosar. This is step one in a process to make sure that your voice is heard and representation is adequate in Washington. So come on this journey with us. Let's go on a ride. We're getting ready to make it official today.
Hello, Quacy.
Hey.
Time for you to sign your petition filing so that we can head to the Secretary of State's office. This is an important moment.
It is indeed. It's a moment for the people, a moment for the voters, and I think everybody's going to be pleased to know that Mr. Gosar is not running unopposed, not this time, not now, not never again. And we're going to do whatever it takes to do it. So this is exciting. And we'll go down to the Secretary of State's office and let's get this done. Let's go. You know, the feeling is, it's surreal. First of all, it's very serious because, you understand the duty, that comes along with this. Some people are doing it because they have nothing else to do or, as a hobby or something. But when you realize you're taking on the weight and the burden of the people and making decisions that, if you're successful in the candidacy, that will impact everyday lives. And if I've thought about anything, it's been that. Are you sure you understand what this is, the responsibility that's associated with? And I think that weighs heavy on me, day in and day out. And then when you get to a point like now where you have the signatures that's necessary to be on the petition, and your name is going to appear on a ballot. And when you look at that, in retrospect to where you came from in life and how far along the country has come, it really is surreal. Like, your name's really going to be on the ballot, and people get to make a choice whether to send you to Washington, D.C., to the nation's capital to represent them. That's a pretty big dang deal, and so, I've had those waves of emotions. I haven't had any second thoughts, but I've had contemplative thoughts to, just to make sure that you have to do that, to make sure that you're always in it for the right reason. Are y'all ready for this?
Ready.
No,
Face and hands.
no turning back.
No doubt.
This is it. Well, that'll do it for you, won't it? Am I done? I hope you got a good one. Sergeant, you're supposed to take, I kind of feel like I felt years ago when I went to the convention center here taking the bar exam when I graduated from law school. I had to come over here to the convention center. This is where they held the bar exam. And I remember having that, that kind of feeling in your stomach like, oh boy, this is it. We stood outside here and went right into that door there to take the bar exam. And had that feeling, and now here I am driving down here, later, although I'm down here all the time for court. This drive's a little different this time, going down here for different purposes, kind of get that same kind of feeling like, oh boy. But it's the right thing for the right reasons, for good people, the good people of our state and other districts.
The services lobbying two of you to go back.
Okay.
Right.
Thank you.
I feel like I'm going to the principal's office. Well, this is it, people. dealing with people. I've done that my whole life, leading people and, volunteers and stuff that you do within the framework of a campaign. I've done that for years through, church work, ministry work, employees and, campaign staff and stuff. But I have my own employees and stuff. So that none of that's foreign to me. So I think I've filed my initial documents with intent to seek office. Was either March or May or sometime of last year, I think it was. But part of that time is the time where you just really kind of testing the waters, as they call it, to see if this is something you really want to do. You're really not out fundraising and all of that stuff, or signatures for petitions, I should say, at that time. You're just really trying to feel your way through, but you just want to have your name there. And over the course of the last, several months, it's kind of went from being an idea and a consideration to a full-blown candidacy with energy and campaign team. And so it's it's been quite a process. I want to say thank you to everyone that has helped us to get to this point in the election. Well, I should say in the campaign. Again, we've just left the Secretary of State's office. That's where you go turn in all of these signatures on your petition to get you qualified for the primary ballot. And of course, if there's a primary contender, you have a primary election. Then the general election is what's more common to folks in November. And so we had enough signatures. We turned them in. They're down there verifying all of the signatures, making sure they're real signatures. We want our elections safe, but we want every voter to have access. And so thank you, Maricopa County, Yuma County, La Paz County, Mojave County. Thank you so much for the work and that you've put in to help us get to this place in the elections. I'm very proud of the Democrats, Independents, and Republicans alike for coming to make together to make this a reality. And I do believe that we're better together. This is going to be a story of history of how the West was won, the west side of Arizona, the West was won, and the West will be won because we are one. And so thank you. This is checking box number 1. Now let's go. Head toward the primary, head toward the general election, and then after that, we'll head toward Washington to make sure that you have a better choice. So thank you, and I'll see you out there on the campaign trail. Please go to the website, www.QuacySmithForCongress.com. Again, www.QuacySmithForCongress.com. Fill out that information sheet that says keep up with the campaign. You can volunteer for events. You can donate there. Now the only thing that's standing in between me and winning Paul Gosar is making sure that we raise the funds that are necessary to do what needs to be done for the campaign. And you can help with that with $5, $500, $1,000. Any amount helps. All of it matters. And you can help make this dream come a reality so that there is a better choice in DC. Thank you. See you out there on the trail.